What's up guys, Ron Parks here and welcome to my channel. I want to tell you a little secret about credit cards. You can make and save a boatload of money just by applying and getting approved for some of the best credit cards in the market today. You might think that a credit card is only good for charging and deferring payment until the balance due date, but that's not how the game works today. And I want to remind you, if you like this video, it would really help if you can smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe. Credit cards are tools that you want to have in your financial safe. If you pick them properly and use them in a smart way, it can pay for your airfares, cruises, online shopping, and much, much more. Most credit card companies make it easy to open an account, and they offer bonuses in order to get you hooked. It's very similar to when my parents opened a savings account at their local bank, and they were given a toaster.
Hooray, to get new business, shouldn't we give away free toasters?
The world's gotten much more sophisticated and more fun. Toasters are old school, and this video will focus on the big picture and the top 5 credit cards you should consider now. In addition, I will be working on some new videos that focus on the best cards for millennials, travelers, and beginners, and the 5 cards that I use that have allowed me to accumulate over 2 million points for rewards and travel. So don't even think about opening a new credit card today unless the company is offering bonuses. Credit card companies need you. If you don't get a card and don't spend money, you won't save any money. At the end of 2019, there was over $650 billion of credit card debt in the US, and the average consumer held a balance of $6,100 on their credit cards. Banks make their money on interest they charge, on the revolving balances, fees, for processing the transaction, as well as the penalties for late payments. They get their fees when you buy something. They want you to have a credit card and use it to spend money. Well, as much money as they calculate based upon your FICO score and earnings, so you'll pay it back. Many people use the word charge card and credit card as the same thing, but there are key differences between the two, and it's helpful to know those differences before you make a choice. So here are the primary differences to consider if you're weighing the merits of a charge card or a credit card. You have to pay the charge card bill in full every month, and charge cards generally have an annual fee that are much higher than credit cards. There are also fewer charge card companies than there are credit card companies, so your choices will be limited. Charge cards generally don't have a preset spending limit, but the issuer may still limit how much you spend using the card. As American Express notes in the terms and conditions, no preset spending limit does not mean unlimited spending. Your purchasing power may change based upon your payment history, credit, income, debts, and other risk factors as determined by the issuer. As I mentioned before, when you use a charge card, the total balance is due each month. This could be a good thing in some situations, as it can force you to watch your spending and avoid charging more than you can afford to pay off. People sometimes ask, can I ever revolve a balance with a charge card? Well, American Express does have a pay over time option that allows you to defer and carry balances over from travel-related charges and other eligible purchases. It's free to enroll, but you'll have to pay an interest upwards of 21% on the balances. That's an enormous interest rate considering you can borrow a personal loan from a bank for 10 to 12% if you have a good FICO score over 720. Now, credit cards have much more flexibility. When you receive a credit card, you'll be assigned a credit limit, or the total amount you can spend. If you reach your credit limit, well, the card may be declined. With credit cards, you can make a minimum payment equal to a small percentage of the balance on the card and carry over the rest of the balance to the next month. This can make managing expenses easier, but you'll have to pay interest on the unpaid portion of the balance, which will be high. And credit card utilization refers to how much of your available credit you use at any given time. It's a significant factor scoring agencies use to determine your credit score. With a credit card, your utilization rate is determined by comparing your statement balance to your credit limit. So if you have a statement balance of $100 and a credit limit of $1,000, your utilization rate is 10%. A lower utilization rate may be correlated with higher credit scores, as it suggests to creditors that you can use your credit responsibly without relying too heavily on it. The bottom line is that credit cards offer you the flexibility of a minimum payment and can be better in helping you establish your credit profile, but may become a problem if you start to accumulate debt and interest charges. So which one is best? Which one is right for you depends on your lifestyle, income, and your budget. But some questions to ask yourself: do you travel often? Do you do international travel? Do you want discounts for food and restaurants? Well, either type of card can help you build credit if you make on-time payments. But the biggest pros and cons will likely depend on how you use the card and how easily you'll be able to pay off the balance in full each month. The Chase Sapphire Preferred Card is my favorite and the best overall card if you're just starting out or you've been building your credit over the past few years. If you can snag this card, it pays for itself over and over again. And I'm not alone in thinking it's great. Readers chose this card as the best travel rewards card at the 2019 The Points Guy Awards. I'll leave a link below for thepointsguy.com, a great place for travel and credit card information. So here are the highlights. You can earn 60,000 points after you spend $4,000 on purchases in the first 3 months from account opening. That's $750 towards travel when you redeem through the Chase Ultimate Rewards. You earn 2 times points on travel and dining at restaurants worldwide and 1 point per dollar spent on all other purchases. And you get 25% more value when you redeem for airfare, hotels, car rentals, and cruises through Chase Ultimate Rewards portal. These are just a few of the benefits. Let's move on to American Express. The American Express Platinum Card is the second highest level charge card you can get with them. The highest is a Black Centurion card, where the company only invites people to join and won't give out any information on how you qualify. But it's known that you need to spend close to $500,000 per year, and the card costs upwards of $10,000 every year to be a member. American Express cards are not considered credit cards, but they're charge cards. They have no preset spending limits, and you are expected to be paid in full at the end of the billing cycle. So it's important to understand the factors that affect your credit score so you can avoid violating the 10 commandments of travel rewards and damaging your credit, which is represented in your FICO score. About 30% of your credit score is calculated based on your utilization, which is simply your total balance, your amount owed divided by your total credit. The lower your utilization, the higher your score. Since you're not given a credit limit, instead your purchases are approved on a case-by-case basis based on your history with American Express. While this case-by-case approval sounds scary, I've never had my Platinum card denied before, even when I had to use it for large purchases. I recently rebuilt a house in Palm Springs, and I used the card for every purchase I could. They never blinked an eye when I ordered $45,000 of kitchen appliances and cabinets. Because there's no preset spending limit with the charge cards, it's mathematically impossible to calculate your utilization. If you check your credit report for an American Express charge card, you'll see that there is no utilization calculated. This means that charge cards share one of the best benefits of business credit cards, namely that purchases you make don't directly affect your personal credit report. It's important to note that American Express will still report your statement balances to the credit bureaus, even if they don't affect your credit score. This means that other creditors looking at your report when you're applying for a mortgage or a car loan will see the balance when deciding whether to approve you or not. So the bottom line, unless you're making an abnormally large purchase, it really doesn't make sense to go out of your way to use a charge card. But American Express has given us plenty of reasons to use these cards in many aspects of our day-to-day lives. From the American Express Platinum's 5 times bonus category on airfare purchases, to the 4-time bonuses on US restaurants and US supermarket spend each year, this credit reporting quirk is just an added bonus. American Express Platinum Card is offering anywhere between 60,000 and 100,000 membership reward points. You need to spend $5,000 in the first 90 days, but you can make that easy by paying your taxes, your mortgage payments, utilities, your vet bills, you name it. If you apply and snag this card, you will get the 60,000 points. But if you're invited by American Express, they will probably give you 100,000 points. The offer isn't available publicly. So to see if you're chosen, you can go check creditcards.com's card match tool. When your information is put in and you click card matches, it will tell you what cards are giving you what bonuses. I will post the info below. These offers can change anytime, so if they're not offering it now, you should keep checking back. The card has an annual fee of $550, and that's pretty high, but the benefits you get in the first year will cover that fee. You also get to use the Centurion lounges at airports. They have great food, quiet refuge as you're waiting for your flight. And some of the other benefits include up to $200 annual airline fee and statement credits, 5 times membership rewards points on flights that you book directly with airlines or with the American Express Travel Center, 5 times membership rewards points on prepaid hotels, which you book through American Express. You get a $200 credit on Uber rides, which they give you in $15 credits each month, and a bonus of $20 in December. And you get a $100 credit for global entry, and an $85 credit for TSA PreCheck every 4 years. You also get a $100 Saks credit, and that's split into 2 $50 statement credits for the 2 halves of the year. Access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection, which includes Centurion lounges, Priority Pass lounges, Delta Sky Clubs, on the same day Delta flights in the Airspace and Escape lounges. You get complimentary gold status at Hilton and gold elite status in the Marriott Bonvoy program, complimentary memberships in Hertz Gold Plus Rewards, Avis Preferred and National Car Rental Emerald Club Executive, and you get access to American Express fine hotels and resorts. You pay no foreign transaction fees. The best benefit about the card is that the membership rewards points are transferable to over 21 airlines and hotel partners. So you can transfer points and get free airfare and hotel stays. You have to have a credit score over 780 to snag this card. So if you're just building up your credit history, I just hold off on this one until later on. One tier below the Platinum card is the American Express Gold card, which has some interesting benefits at a reduced annual fee. The Gold card's currently offering a welcome bonus of anywhere between 35,000 and 40,000 membership rewards points after you spend $4,000 in purchases in the first 3 months. It costs $250 for an annual fee. The bonus is worth around $700. It's not the most impressive bonus considering that we see offers ranging from 50,000 to 100,000 points on other cards. But some of the important benefits include up to $120 annual dining credit, and if your flight's late for more than 12 hours, they'll cover up to $300 for eligible expenses like meals, lodging, and toiletries. All of this covers the annual $250 fee in spades. Now going back to a premium credit card, the Chase Sapphire Reserve deserves a mention, as it was previously the reigning champ for the highest return on dining spending with 3 times earnings rate. But the American Express Gold now tops that card's 6% return. But the Chase Sapphire Reserve was one of the best rewards credit cards of all time. In January 2020, it got a long expected refresh that saw the annual fee climb to $550 in exchange for new discounts on Lyft rides and food delivery credits with DoorDash. It's offering 3 points per dollar on travel and dining. It earns incredibly valuable Ultimate Rewards points that can be transferred to 13 hotels and airline partners or redeemed directly for flights at a rate of 1.5 cents per point. Add in a $300 annual travel credit, airport lounge access, and a free concierge service, this card is guaranteed to upgrade your travel lifestyle. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is the card that convinced average consumers that they can come out ahead with a premium credit card, even after paying an annual fee of several $100s a year. In fact, The Sapphire Reserve was so successful from the moment it launched in August 2016, where they were offering a 100,000 point welcome bonus, that Chase ran out of the metal slabs needed to produce the cards. There's been intense competition in the premium credit card space in recent years, as issuers continue to raise annual fees, add new perks such as food delivery and credits for ride-hailing services, and Chase has now followed this path with the Sapphire Reserve. The Sapphire Reserve has remained incredibly popular among rewards travelers in the years since its launch. It's no longer the absolute best card in most categories, for those with sticker shock about the $550 annual fee. You're better off using the Chase Sapphire Preferred with a lower fee and very similar benefits. Now, if you're a business owner, the Chase Inc. Preferred Business Credit Card is clearly geared towards small business owners and independent contractors. It's possible to apply and get approved for a card like the Inc. Business Preferred without a formal business, but the earning rates and added perks I'll cover below are most appealing to those with an actual business where you can run through your business expenses. The annual fee is a low $95. The Chase Inc. Business Preferred is also a great tool for those who regularly run into problems with their cell phones, as it provides cell phone protection when you pay your monthly bill with the card. And if you're approved for the card, you'll be eligible to earn a sign-up bonus of 100,000 Ultimate Rewards points after you spend $15,000 in the first 3 months. These bonus points alone are worth a whopping $2,000. Mainly because the points can be transferred to an array of travel partners including British Airways, United Airlines, Iberia, Hyatt, Marriott, Intercontinental. And once you hit the spending requirement, you'll also earn anywhere from 15,000 to 45,000 points, which means this bonus could be worth up to $2,900 in value. At $15,000, the spending threshold required to earn the sign-up bonus is significantly higher than most other cards. But for many small businesses, this level of spending may be a non-issue. Additionally, small businesses with multiple employees can request unlimited free employee cards so employees can help meet the spending requirement. However, freelancers or those who want a business credit card to earn rewards on expenses related to a side gig may not be able to realistically hit the bonus. One thing to keep in mind: for all of these charge and credit cards, don't apply if you don't think you can meet the minimum spend, as you will be wasting an application as well as a credit reporting ding for applying. But if you can justify and come up with ways to find the spend levels, it will be great saving money and getting some great rewards going forward. The environment for banks now is a little precarious. Due to the large job losses as well as COVID-19, many cardholders are either not paying their cards or are asking for assistance. This is going to make getting a credit card a little more difficult, as banks are going to be tightening up their lending criteria. And the default rate for credit cards is increasing, and we'll see more of the same until the economy adds more jobs and businesses can reopen. So to summarize, you should pay off your credit card every month if you can. Remember, credit cards have an interest ranging from 12.5% to 29% and more. Also, don't pay the minimum balance if you can help it. If you do, you'll almost never reduce the debt you have on the card, as the minimum will only cover a piece of the interest on the card, and your principal will not get reduced. So shop for a credit card that suits your lifestyle. And please, don't overextend yourself. As I mentioned before, a great source of information on the credit card industry is the Points Guy. I'll leave the link below. They have a blog that's truly in touch with all these offerings and can help lead you through the chaos and multitude of options. This is also a great website to hear about travel benefits and reviews of hotels and airlines, but it's best at giving you the most current scoop on all the available offerings in the market. When I started collecting credit cards seriously, I made it a game. How can I get the most points and benefits from the 5 cards I apply for? You can do the same, or you can just leisurely watch the offers as they come in And when you find one that really suits your needs, apply. I hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, it would really help if you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe. And I'll see you the next time.